I've been wondering, what has Catrice Makeup been up to lately? So I decided today we're going to do a full face of Catrice Makeup with new makeup product that they have released, and I'm so excited to try this product out today. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. If you're new here, my name is Stacy. I love makeup. I feature unfiltered makeup opinions. I have honest reviews, OG, old school tutorials for eyeshadow. And like I said, today we're playing with a full face of Catrice Makeup. Actually, not quite a full face. We're doing almost a full face of Catrice Makeup. The only thing I do not have is an eyeshadow palette. The eyeshadow that I ordered came shattered, and unfortunately when they sent the replacement, that one shattered as well. So we don't have any eye product from Catrice today, but the rest of it is from Catrice. If you haven't already, definitely consider subscribing, hitting the notification bell and turning those on, and also hitting the like button so that I know that you like this video and YouTube does too. The first thing we're starting out with is the Aqua Splash Grip Primer from Catrice, and it says that it has niacinamide and hyaluronic acid. It grips the makeup and it makes it last longer, and it says that it is vegan and cruelty-free. So I just have to take off the little, that right there. We're going to do a little bit on my fingers here and just kind of dot this around. It smells like fresh. It definitely has like a fresh scent to it. So it doesn't smell like offensive by any means, but it definitely has a scent to it. So that is interesting. Usually primers don't have a scent to them. I'm not really used to like a primer having a scent. Now this is supposed to grip my makeup, make it last for a really long time. And when I first saw this on Amazon, Catrice used to be able to purchase from Ulta Beauty, and they actually pulled out of Ulta Beauty. I want to say it's been at least a year, if not two now. You can purchase their products on Amazon. You can also purchase it directly from their website. I just happened to get everything from Amazon, from their storefront during Prime Day deals. Actually, they had some really great Prime Day deals going on, but I will link everything in the description box down below. Now, as far as this primer, when I saw it, I actually kind of expected it to be like, it looks like another primer that I love. The color looks like it. The packaging is a little bit different, but the color definitely reminds me of the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, and it is a gripping, hydrating primer. So I'm going to let this sit for a minute, but it is like, oh, it's feeling super, super tacky. Like my skin feels hydrated and it feels like super tacky and ready to accept makeup. Foundation, I'm going in with the Catrice True Skin. Now I have tried this foundation before, but I love this foundation, and this is a foundation that was released a couple years ago. It is a hydrating medium to full coverage foundation. I find that it is buildable. It gives me a really skin-like look. And this is I believe it's like a $10 foundation. I have the shade 7, which is cool neutral. And you'll see it's like the perfect shade match for me when you get rid of like all of my redness. We're taking an F80 kabuki brush from Sigma, and we are spreading this across the face. I don't remember if I did a foundation wear test with this specific product. I do know I have tried it before. It was named in some of my like best of beauty, and it is a really nice product. I know Tati Westbrook has raved about this, and I actually picked up this product before she even talked about it. It was when Taylor Wynn talked about it on her channel, and I was like, oh, I gotta try it. It is definitely, like it says, it's a hydrating, long-lasting foundation. To me, it's very, like, it reminds me of like a silky foundation finish. It's not quite matte, but not quite like luminous either. It's very just skin looking, as you can see from like one side to the other. It is such a nice finish. This is like my preferred finish for a foundation, where it's a little bit matte, but a little bit moisturizing, and it looks a little bit like satin and dewy. And this is such a beautiful foundation. So look how much it just like evened my skin out, and it really covered up my blemishes. Like I have one here, I had a couple like in here, and also some on my chin, and it just really like covered it. And it really is like a very full coverage foundation, but it doesn't feel like I have anything on my skin. Now we're going to go in with this concealer. It's the True Skin Concealer. I have never tried this concealer before. I have heard that it is a good comparison to the Natasha Denona concealer that everybody loves and everybody raves about. This is the companion concealer to the foundation. It is high coverage, it has hyaluronic acid, and it also claims to be waterproof. And this is like, I want to say an $8 concealer. I have the shade 010, which is a cool cashmere. That's what it says. And it is a like cool undertone for my skin. And it's just a little bit lighter than the foundation so that we can brighten my skin as well. So let's blend this out. See how it looks on the skin, how it blends with the primer and how it blends with the foundation. It does feel like really creamy and hydrating. It doesn't look super drying on the under eyes. It feels hydrating. It feels like super lightweight. And it is blending in really, really nicely with the foundation. We're gonna get a little up close and personal, but you guys can see my face is like super glowy looking, but it is very full coverage. I actually like this. If you see, it's like really nicely on the under eyes. It's not too drying. I do not have a Catrice powder, so I'm just gonna use some of my micro smooth powder from Sephora, and we're gonna set the under eyes right here. And we're gonna set anywhere that I have concealer or like fine lines that need to be, you know, not creased. I do have the Ultra Last Fixing Spray. This is new. It's a transparent, waterproof, and it doesn't have alcohol or perfume, which means it's not scented. It kind of reminded me of the MAC Fix Plus, just with the packaging where it's like black and white. I'm going to see how this works. The spray is a little bit like wonky. I did get like some really weird drips. I don't know if you can see that on my face at all. I got some really weird drips, but I want to see how this lasts throughout the day. For bronzer, highlighter, blush, we have these two compacts. We have a bronzer and a highlighter and a compact. This is their Bronze and Glow palette. It says Holiday Skin, which I find ironic because when I'm filming this video, we are really close to the holidays. We're coming upon Halloween. And then I have new from Catrice. This is the Blush Affair Cream and Powder palette. So we're going to be trying this today. Now, the Holiday Bronze and Glow is not a new product. This is something that has been on the market for a while. I have never tried it though. I'm excited to try it today. I've heard great things about it. So we're going to go into the bronzer first. I've heard some people compare this to the Charlotte Tilbury, and they do have a Bronze and Glow like this as well. Never tried that one either, but I want to see how the bronzer goes on my face and see how the powder, it's a powder formula. So I want to see how it warms up my face. We are using an F29, which is the HD bronze brush from Sigma Beauty. This is actually a really nice, this isn't too warm, it's not too cool. It's kind of like a neutral bronzer, and it is kind of like a medium shade for me. The shade that I have is 010 Out of Office. I don't think they actually had like other shade variations as far as I know. I think this was the only one that they had. I'll have to look on Amazon and see if they had other ones, but this is like applying so nicely. I also want to note, like, this is a great travel size for the holidays. We'll put on the highlight in a moment, but we're gonna dip into this, the Blush Affair Cream and Powder Blush Duo. So this is the shade 040 Peach Passion. It's a little bit dark toned for the powder, so we're gonna do the cream side first. I have a specific, that's not the cream side. I actually just dipped into the powder side. This is the cream side. I thought this was the powder side. So we're going to have to find a different brush to use. We'll grab this one. We're going to use this brush for the cream side. This is the contour blush brush from Sigma. So the darker side is actually the cream side. I thought this was the powder side, not going to lie. And we're going to stipple this on the face. It's very subtle and very buildable. That's actually super pretty. Like, look how pretty that is. Very subtle, very buildable. It is a little bit dark, which I don't mind, I want my cream blush to be a little bit dark, and then you can go in and layer the powder product on top. This is super glowy. Like you can see my skin is glowing, has a little bit of like a sheen to it. And it is not accentuating any of my like fine lines or anything. I do have a little bit of like larger pores in here, and it's not doing anything with those large pores. I'm just going to make it kind of look like a sunburnt, glowy. I mean, we're in colder months. It looks like I've been outside for a little bit, and now I'm a little bit flushed from doing things outside, right? That's what we're going to chalk it up to. Not necessarily sunburnt blush. It's just outside blush. That's what we're going to call it. We're going to call it this is the outside blush trend. But look how nice the cheek is glistening. So now we're going to take the powder side, which I thought was the cream side. Oh, go me. And we're going to layer on top. Now, the instructions on this explicitly said to do the cream first and then the powder on top. So that's what we're doing this time, but I will try it with the Patrick Ta method, which is the powder first and then the cream. And I will do that method as well. But today we're just doing like the traditional cream, then powder. Before we dip into the highlight, I am going to set my face. I feel like it has a little bit of a scent to it. It almost smells like coconut or something. It's not offensive, but it's very interesting. The spray I don't like though. It's a little bit offensive. It's like drippy. Okay, we're going to dip into the highlights. Super pigmented on the brush, but I want to see how it looks on the skin. Well, that's pretty. It is like a warm toned highlight. It's not necessarily like cool toned or like icy looking. Very natural looking. That is really pretty. I do have another Catrice highlight that's like the one in their big pan. And I absolutely love that highlight because it's super subtle, but you can build it up too. This one is super pretty too. Like, look how glistening and glowy my cheeks are. So we have a full face of Catrice makeup so far. I'm liking the way that my face looks. It's very like flawless. It doesn't look super like, I have mature skin. I don't feel like I look like I have mature skin with this makeup. It looks very smoothing and it looks very flawless. It's not accentuating any fine lines or like settling into anything at all. It is really beautiful. I don't have a brow product from Catrice, so I'm just going to use this Kosas brow gel that I have. Just doing a simple clear brow gel today. Typically, I use the Benefit Give Me Brow, but I didn't want to take away from this face of Catrice. I just wanted to do a clear brow gel today. Now, I don't have a Catrice eyeshadow product. Unfortunately, like I said, it was broken in shipment. I'm really, really not very happy about it. I am just going to do a really simple eyeshadow look. I have a BYOP palette that I made for myself, so I'm just going to throw on a couple of shades. Actually, what we're going to do, scratch that. We're just going to use the bronzer, the highlighter, and maybe a little bit of the powder blush to make a eye look today. I'm going to dip into the bronzer. I mean, we're doing a full face of Catrice, so we should use Catrice products. We're using the bronzer, and then we're going to warm it up a little bit with the powder side of the blush, just like in the lower crease to give it a little bit of like pinkness. You'll see here, it's a little bit more pink. And then I'm going to use my finger with the highlight, and we're just going to put this on the lid. Super pretty and subtle. Like, that's a subtle makeup look. The eyes look really natural. They look pretty. I'm actually kind of surprised at how pretty they look. I'm sorry I don't have a Catrice eye product, but I think using that product, it just really is a natural, subtle makeup look that is really pretty. And it goes with what we're going with today. We're going to be trying the Catrice. This is a new mascara. It's the Pure False Lash Beyond Black mascara. I actually got a 3-pack of this mascara. It came in a 3-pack on Amazon, and I will show you guys. This is the brush. It's like a little bit curved. Now, Catrice is the sister brand to Essence Cosmetics, which is, they manufacture like my favorite mascara. So I am hoping that this mascara is a really good product. The curved brush is a little bit intimidating, but we're going to attempt using it. It does have a really thick formula upon first impression, and it is really dark. Like, it's really black. It's definitely lengthening my lashes. It's pretty. My lashes look super fluttery. Definitely not the false effect mascara from Essence. Definitely not. That's okay. I mean, I don't expect it to be exactly that, but it is really like fluttery. I have fluttery lashes. This mascara wand is just super intimidating. We're going to go in with a second coat just to see how it looks when it builds. So this is 2 coats on the top lashes. We've not done the bottom lashes yet. So I'm going to clean off the brush as much as possible. It tends to it does goop on the end of the mascara wand. And we're going to apply this to the bottom lashes. The last thing we're going to put on my face of Catrice Makeup today is the new Gloss and Glow. This is their tinted lip oil. The shade that I have is Glossip Girl, which is like a really pretty Barbie pink shade. I'm actually going to line my lips with an ABH lip liner. This is their lip liner in Malt, which is like a brown shade. I just want a fall lip today, and I think that lip oil is going to look really nice as well. So we're going to line the lips. So it is a dark shade, as you can see. I'm actually going to blur it a little bit with my finger. That is really dark, like 90s makeup. That's what it feels like today. And then we're going to go in with the lip oil. It almost smells like a strawberry or a raspberry. That is really, I love that. So we have a 90s lip moment going. I really enjoy the makeup that I tried today. Look how glistening and glowy the face is. The lashes look really fluttery and pretty. They look really lengthened and long. This lip oil is really nourishing. This is really nice. I definitely like this. So far, everything that I tried from the Catrice Makeup today, it is stunning. It is absolutely beautiful. It's an affordable product. I will leave everything linked in the description box down below so you guys can check it out, and the prices as well. I believe everything on my face, besides the brows and the powder, obviously everything else was Catrice. It's all under, I want to say, $10, and it's all available on Amazon. This is amazing. Thanks guys so much for watching and staying tuned to the end. If you haven't already, consider subscribing so you guys can see more from me. Turn on the notification bell so that you get notified when I post new videos to my channel. And I hope I get to see you in my next one. Bye.